Hello and welcome to my channel. This is another bedtime story, and I'm going to be covering the case of Cole Hosack. Cole is someone that, a young man that went missing. He was 24 years old. He went missing from Dawson Creek, BC, which is up in northern BC. And as you can see, that's Cole Hosack. He went missing in the early hours of December 31st, 2023. And he was reported missing in 2024. Cole disappeared from the vicinity of the Lone Star Bar in Dawson Creek, BC. And basically, it's such a scary case because there's a lot of speculation about this one. But he was on his way from Prince George to Medicine Hat for a new job, so he was definitely turning over a new leaf in his life. He stopped in the city of Dawson Creek for a couple of days with a friend. She had family there, and she was just giving him a ride up to Medicine Hat. So they decided to go out to the Lone Star Bar for New Year's Eve. And within that time frame, within that night, apparently there was some sort of fight on the dance floor. Now, there's been, people that have said that it was because Cole was sticking up for a girl against maybe some predatory behavior, and he got into a later verbal altercation as well in the parking lot while having a smoke. So Cole's friend that he was with, she was the designated driver. She couldn't find Cole as the bar was closing, so she told some people that she would drive them home. So she drove them home. She came back to the bar, and she still couldn't find Cole. So she said after looking for a while, she finally just decided to go home. She thought maybe Cole went to some sort of after party. So she thought, okay, well, he'll call me for a ride home when he's ready. Cole never called her, and Cole has never been seen again since. And there's been people that have said potentially that he was confronted by three men and they chased him across Alaska Avenue. Other sources have said maybe a vehicle had hit him. And then there was also at least 10 people that had been murdered in the Peace River, Peace region. I mean, over the last 4.5 years, but at the time, there were quite a few disappearances as well of people at that time in Dawson Creek. But the police say this isn't anything to do with, there was I believe a gang war turf thing going on. They don't believe it's linked to that. But nobody really knows whatever happened to this poor guy Cole. And I think just tonight I just wanted to cover this because I don't know, it's quite a sad case, and especially, if he was helping a girl out, and just sounds like it could have been a wrong place type of incident that he got involved with, or the wrong people there. So I want to ask the cards, what happened to Cole Hosack that night on December 31st, 2023? One card only, let it fall out or pop out as it may. What happened to Cole Hosack? Let's let one card fall out or pop out. What happened to Cole Hosack? So the Knight of Swords has popped out, and I actually feel like this is very relevant to what I'm asking here. And the reason being is you can see the flames going up. What I see from this, it's almost like something fast-paced happened. I believe it was some kind of confrontation, some kind of words. And you see the red on the knife. I don't know, and I don't want to say anything because I don't want to ever come across insensitive. If any family members or friends ever watch this, I don't want to be insensitive to, you know, a family member, a friend, or whatever happened to this poor guy. It's just weird that this person is carrying a knife. There's a lot of red. And there's like a red in these eyes, right? So it almost seems like the wrong words were said to somebody that was not a good person. I feel like the wrong thing was said to somebody that was potentially an evil person. And because of that, the tower exploded. So some words were said and there's like an explosion. And I just feel like he had ran into the wrong person that night. And, you know, I just, that scares me. Yeah, I really feel like this has to do with communication. And it was an explosion. Just someone just exploded. And I don't really want to go deeper than that, but I do feel like what happened to him had to do with words, an altercation, an explosion, someone just not right in the head. Just not a nice person. I think he came across a really mean person. I'm just going to ask one more question. What caused Cole to disappear? What caused Cole to disappear? What's this card here? It's almost like he was silenced. And I also feel like because there's a woman in this, I feel like it had to do with a woman. So whether that was him defending a woman, or maybe someone thought he was hitting on their girlfriend or something like that. And I'm not saying he was, like, maybe he was just sticking up for her, but maybe he was a girlfriend of a guy, a bad guy. It's interesting though, because this is like, to me, like being silenced. So, but it's a woman. So I do feel like what caused his disappearance was because of a woman. Something to do with a woman, communication, a woman silencing him. He got silenced. So I really do think he came across a bad character. And I don't want to go into furthermore of exactly what happened to him. I just feel like even from this card, it stemmed from some type of communication with a woman and communication with a not so good man. Or men. It could be men too. Like they say, potentially he was chased by a few men. So yeah, I think that's as deep as I'm gonna go tonight for the H-Files here. But yes, tonight we covered Cole Hosack, and you know, I send out lots of prayers for his family and his loved ones, and I really truly hope they eventually get the answers and the closure that they so deeply must deserve going through something like this. So I wish everybody a good night, and I will see you again for the next file that I cover. Good night, everyone.